What's up, ATL? I am JONELL PR, and I'm out on the scene once again because I know that you are expecting me to bring you the latest news about the hottest celebrities. And we're here at the 191 Club tonight, checking out the scene, and it's so hot. They say heat brings on the heat, and I attracted one of the most hottest producers, writers, innovators. He does so much, and he is packed his bags. He came from Philadelphia, came to the ATL, and is co-founder of one of the greatest film companies, Rainforest Films, doing it all. How you doing, Mr. Rob Hardy?
I'm doing good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. So how does it feel to finally, well, I was going to say to finally have Takers getting released, but I'm going to go a step further and say, how does it feel to have two films showing this year at the ABFF?
It feels great. You know, this year we have two films at American Black Film Festival. We have Takers, which is going to open the show, and Stomp the Yard Homecoming, sequel to Stomp the Yard, which is going to close the show. And it's great because we got our start with ABFF back when it was in Acapulco. That kind of gave us our platform so we could launch and do our first movie, Trois. And so to be able to come back now and to have two movies that are going, both done by Sony, is a huge thing.
Now, I remember on the scene of Stomp the Yard 2, you were actually directing, and I heard you also wrote the movie as well.
Well, I'm a director, and I produce at times with my partner, Will.
Right.
And so actually, that film was written by Mina Payne, who works with us a lot. And it was cool because it's the first time that Will and I got a chance to work together with my directing and his producing since our film, The Gospel. So that was back in '07. So it was, like about 2-3 years since we got a chance to do that. So
cool.
it was long overdue.
You could have chosen any profession you wanted to. Why filmmaking?
I chose filmmaking because I love to tell stories, and it was something about, the power of the camera and being able to go and put something together and see it and see people's reactions that I thought was really cool. And plus, Spike Lee was a big influence. So when he did School Days and I found out that he looked like me, I said, oh, that's what I have to do.
How do you feel about filmmaking now versus filmmaking 20 years ago? What was your favorite era, you think?
Filmmaking during the golden age, as I call it, during like the late 80s, early 90s, was about the director. Spike Lee and Robert Townsend and Keenan R.V. Wayans and, of course, John Singleton. And it was about the message movies, whether it was Boys in the Hood or Do the Right Thing. And that was so powerful because it tied into like what was going on musically, Public Enemy, Boogie Down Productions, and all that type of stuff, especially where I was growing up. That was really, really big. True. And I think now, filmmakers had the ability to just tell any type of story, whether it's The Italian Job or Obsessed and everything in between.
Right. Now, Rainforest Films has been known to produce a lot of edgy films. Mm-hmm. Do you think you guys will always stay edgy? Because I saw the trailer for Takers, and it looked real edgy, and it looked like a different era, too.
Hey, Rainforest has given us the opportunity to do a lot of great things. And so we've done a lot of different types of films. A lot of our stuff has had edge. We started off with erotic thrillers. We've done thrillers and mysteries, and now we're getting into action with Takers, so that's going to be real big for us. So what we want to do is just kind of push the envelope a little bit and always be looking to do something different. So Takers is going to be different from Obsessed, which is going to be different from Stomp the Yard too.
Yeah. So what's in your DVD player right now?
In my DVD player right now, I'm watching The Hangover. I've been watching that movie over and over
hilarious.
Again. I cannot stop that. I have lived that night on several occasions with my partner, Will Packer.
Do you have the dentist to co-sign for that? You didn't lose a tooth, did you?
I got some things to co-sign it, but if I told you who they were, I'd have to kill you.
Yeah, okay, so
exactly.
You just keep it a secret. What happens in Vegas, right?
What happens in Vegas or LA or Chicago or wherever.
Now, being that you're on the move all the time and you are forever on the move, what are you TiVoing?
Right now, I'm TiVoing Hung and
really?
Entourage, a lot of stuff on the Bio channel, Criminal Minds, and Friday Night Lights.
Okay, so of course you're TiVoing Criminal Minds. Are you critiquing yourself when you're TiVoing it? Or are you just like the thrill of it?
Yeah, I actually like the show. I mean, when the stuff that I do, I just watch it when it comes on the first time,
right.
And I don't go back and watch my stuff.
Yeah, it's different because as producers and writers, they have a whole different mindset than actors when they watch it, you know?
Sure. You know, once I see my work the first time, I'm good. It's like, oh, okay, that was cool. Now, what's going on with the A team or you know, whatever else?
Right.
Yeah.
So with you guys, you, Will Packer, Roger Bob, you guys were mostly started with the American Black Film Festival, period, because you guys are kind of products of what can happen if you submit your films in the film festival.
You know, the American Black Film Festival is so important. I actually met Roger Bob when ABFF moved from Acapulco to Miami in 2002. We came with our film Pandora's Box. Roger Bob was there with his film The Rift. And we were all filmmakers. He was out of New York. We were out of Atlanta. We bonded and really got cool from that standpoint. And then fast forward to the future, Rainforest is still here. He's with Tyler Perry Studios, and we're both in Atlanta. And it's just kind of all like come full circle, and we're all going back to the film festival again. So that just kind of shows you how important that is for filmmakers, because it kind of gave us a platform.
So what advice would you give them just starting off, being real hesitant about, oh, you know, it's millions of films, mine's going to get picked? What would you say?
I would always tell young filmmakers to go out and make your film by any means necessary. It's only one you. You're the only person that has your experience. You're the only person that can tell your story like that. So if you go out, not what if you don't make it, but what if you do make it? What if you are the one that gets chosen? And even if you don't win, what if you're the person that, you know, gets selected for something else? We went to the American Black Film Festival a few years ago, the same year that I met Roger Bob.
Right. Shout out to Jeff Friday.
Shout out to Jeff Friday and Warrington Hudlin and all those guys over there. And there was a guy, and Mel Cherie, love Mel Cherie. There was a filmmaker in the short competition, Sylvan White. He entered his film called Quiet. It did not win. It did not get second place. It did not get third place. But that film touched us as filmmakers. So then we had a project called Twatty Escort we were doing for Sony. We called Jeff. We got Sylvan's number, hired him for Twatty Escort, his first studio film. Before you know it, he was doing Stomp the Yard for us, and he just finished The Losers, which came out a couple months back.
Wow, ABFF is truly amazing.
Exactly.
Can you tell our viewers how they could get in touch with you? Do you have a website? If somebody, or do you have to call your assistant? Or you have your people call my people?
Have your people call my people, Jonelle. No,
Not my people, just our viewers.
No, actually, for any viewers out there that are looking to contact me or Rainforest Films, then they can reach out to our website, www.rainforestfilms.com. So that's rainforestfilms.com. It's your boy Rob Hardy. Let us know.
All right. Well, you heard it. I always give it to you straight. I always give it to you from the horse's mouth. So he's not exactly the horse, but, you know, he's a stallion. He's a stallion filmmaker, producer, writer. He's Rob Hardy. Thank you.